So I heard about Winter Conference from a student at our weekly meeting, and I thought that going to Winter Conference would be a good experience for my friends and I because 2 of them are seniors, and I thought that it would be a great way to spend one of our last semesters together here at Cru.
So kind of getting ready to go to Winter Conference, I was really hesitant about going, but it was about a week before, and one of my friends had messaged me and was like, hey, what time are you thinking about leaving to go to Winter Conference next week? And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go. Like, I think I'm just gonna stay at home. Like, it's not for me this year.
So I'd heard about Winter Conference and really like the price and just previous plans I'd had with my family were just, well, maybe hesitant about going.
But as the week approached, I did get some nerves.
And she was like, great. So I was thinking about picking you up at 8 a.m. And I was like, oh, like, I'm not sure. And she was like, okay, so I'm gonna be at your house, like, whether you wanna go or not.
But one of the staff really just encouraged me, and I heard a few of my friends were going, so I decided to give it a chance and just go to Winter Conference.
That next week, she showed up at my house at 8 a.m. and we drove to Indianapolis.
I think as I listened to the speakers and what they had to say, and speaking to me personally, it just calmed all my nerves.
There was one night in particular that was just very special. It was this choir singing This Little Light of Mine, and it's just country after country on the screens with the total population and then the number that followed Christ.
One of our last speakers, she spoke about just surrendering your life to God.
During the conference, we had a day of outreach, and the nerves came back. I felt like I was unequipped to go out and share the gospel with people on the streets of Indianapolis.
As the presentation went on, like the numbers just started going down, and I just felt it start to impact me.
One house that we approached, there was a woman on the front porch, and she was inviting to us as we approached her.
In that moment, I caught myself praying, and I just kind of kept saying over and over, God, I surrender my life to you. And I was just listing things in my life that I would continue to surrender to him. And
she has experienced a lot of people misrepresenting Jesus, and she has a lot of church hurt from that, and that has caused her to stray away from the church.
And then kind of going into worship and ending the night, I just was so on fire for the Lord.
I could just feel God being there in that moment. He was with us. I could feel his presence. Yeah, as we walked away, it was pretty emotional.
And when I got home from the conference, I just started to reflect on this, and I knew that I couldn't just let this experience I had impact me and not take action. But I want to take a next step and go on summer mission